Hello students, welcome to the EPG Pathshala. I am Dr. Rajeshwari Sinha, working as Program Officer at the Center for Science and Environment in New Delhi. Today, we are going to learn about bacterial transcription. Transcription is the process by which ribonucleic acid molecule or RNA is synthesized from a deoxyribonucleic acid template or a DNA template. The various objectives of this lecture will be to understand the central dogma of life, to understand about synthesis of RNA molecule, the initiation, elongation, termination processes involved, the post-transcriptional modification of RNA molecules and inhibitors of transcription. The concept map. This shows the process of DNA transcription taking place through initiation, elongation and termination leading to the formation of mRNA. In a normal cell, the flow of information occurs as DNA to RNA to proteins. The information carried in DNA is expressed as specific sequence of amino acids in a polypeptide. RNA is an intermediate in this process and functions as a template in protein synthesis. This is also known as the central dogma of life. Kinds of RNA. There are three major kinds of RNA. One is the messenger RNA or mRNA, which are molecules that are transcripts of DNA segments or genes. Ribosomal RNA or rRNA is a part of the ribosome structure which is the site of the protein synthesis. tRNA or transfer RNA are molecules which are basically adapter molecules being an activated amino acid and processing a recognition site for specific base triplets on mRNA. The size of RNA molecules. The length of mRNA is related to the gene size and varies greatly. rRNA in E. coli has 3 components varying in size from 120 to 3700 bases. tRNA in E. coli average about 80 bases in length. The synthesis of rRNA occurs during transcription. This process involves unwinding of the double helical DNA molecule for a short sequence of nucleotide bases, alignment of complementary ribonucleotides by base pairing opposite the nucleotide of the DNA strand being transcribed, and linkage of these nucleotide with phosphodiester bonds by a DNA dependent RNA polymerase. The process begins at a site where RNA binds and proceeds downstream towards the 3'OH end until termination occurs. Binding of RNA polymerase to DNA may also be involved in localized unwinding and proper alignment of complementary RNA nucleotides. RNA polymerases are able to link nucleotides only to the 3'OH free end of the polymer. Thus, the synthesis of RNA, like that of DNA, occurs in a 5'P 3'OH direction. The molecule of RNA that is synthesized in transcription is antiparallel to the strand of DNA that serves as a template. RNA polymerase. RNA polymerase synthesizes all cellular RNA on DNA templates. The requirements for the synthesis of cellular RNA include a template of double-stranded DNA or occasionally a single-stranded DNA, all 4 ribonucleotide triphosphates, that is ATP, GTP, UTP and CTP, magnesium or manganese ions. The reaction catalyzed by RNA polymerase is shown below. The hydrolysis of PPI by phosphatase drives the reaction to the right as in the DNA polymerase reaction. Also, as in DNA polymerization, there is nucleophilic attack by the 3'OH of the terminal nucleotide at the growing end of the chain on the incoming nucleoside triphosphate. Synthesis occurs in the 5' to 3' direction. Enzymes that synthesize RNA from ribonucleotides are DNA dependent RNA polymerases. These enzymes can form phosphodiester bonds between 2 ribonucleotides only as long as they are aligned opposite to the complementary DNA template nucleotides. Unlike DNA replication, RNA synthesis does not require a DNA primer. Unlike DNA replication, RNA synthesis does not require a primer. The table 1 shows the various components in bacteria, archaea and eukaryotes. The types of RNA polymerase in bacteria is 1, while there are several types in archaea and 3 types in eukaryotes. RNA polymerase composition has 4 subunits in bacteria, 8 to 12 subunits in archaea, 12 to 14 subunits in eukaryotes. RNA polymerase in archaea is inhibited by an isomycin, and RNA polymerase in bacteria is inhibited by rifampicin and streptolidegin. RNA polymerase. In E. coli, one enzyme polymerases all 3 types of RNA, but in mammalian cells, several different RNA polymerases perform these functions. The RNA polymerase of E. coli is a complex enzyme consisting of several different kinds of subunits. The subunit composition of the complete enzyme is alpha 2 beta beta dash sigma. A form of the enzyme known as the core enzyme lack the sigma subunit. Bacteria have one basic type of RNA polymerase that synthesizes all 3 classes of RNA molecules. In E. coli, there is only one form, although other bacteria may possess several variants of the basic types of RNA polymerase. In E. coli, RNA polymerase is actually a complex of 4 protein subunits that form the core enzyme. These subunits are labeled as alpha, beta, beta dashed. There are 2 copies of the alpha subunit in the core enzyme and 1 copy each of beta and beta dashed. In addition to the core protein, there is a sigma factor involved in the initiation of RNA synthesis and an omega factor which functions in transcription, but it is not clear at this time. Bacterial RNA polymerases are inhibited by rifampicin and streptolidegin, which bind to the beta subunit and prevent the rRNA polymerase. Bacterial RNA polymerases are inhibited by rifampicin and streptolidegin, which bind to the beta subunit and prevent the RNA polymerase from initiating RNA synthesis. Here we will see the difference between bacterial RNA polymerase and eukaryotic RNA polymerase II. Archaea appear to have their own unique RNA polymerases. These contain 8 to 12 polypeptides, but differ in the size and number of copies of each subunit in the core enzyme in different archaea. All archaeal RNA polymerases examined so far seem to be insensitive to the antibiotic rifampicin and streptolidegin. Archaeal rRNA polymerases show greater similarity to eukaryotic RNA polymerases than bacterial RNA polymerases. Each archaeal species has only one type of RNA polymerase, but different archaea have RNA polymerases that are similar to all 3 types of RNA polymerases found in eukaryotic cell based on comparisons of nucleotide sequence of their genes. There is a characteristic organization of the genes coding for RNA polymerases in archaeal cells that is distinct from bacterial and eukaryotic cells. There are clusters of genes containing component gene RPOH followed by genes of large components RPOB1 and RPOB2 that codes for beta dash and beta double dash subunits, followed by RPOA1 and RPOA2 that codes for A and dashed, followed by RPOA1 and RPOA2 that codes for the A dashed and A double dash subunits. The archaeal RNA polymerase beta subunits are insensitive to rifampicin and streptolidegin. Eukaryotic cells have 3 distinct RNA polymerase enzymes that are responsible for the synthesis of 3 different classes of RNA. These enzymes are quite complex and are composed of 9 to 12 subunits or more. RNA polymerase 1 synthesizes rRNA, RNA polymerase 2 synthesizes mRNA, and polymerase 3 synthesizes tRNA and 5S rRNA. RNA polymerase 1 is insensitive to alpha amanitin, whereas RNA polymerase 2 has low sensitivity and RNA polymerase 3 has high sensitivity to chemicals produced by some fungi. All eukaryotic RNA polymerases are insensitive to rifampicin and streptolidegin antibiotics that inhibit bacterial RNA polymerase. Students, we have reached midway into this lecture. We saw the central dogma of life, the different types of RNA, the messenger RNA or mRNA, the ribosomal RNA or rRNA, or the transfer RNA, the tRNA. We also looked into the RNA polymerase enzyme in detail, which is the key enzyme involved in bacterial transcription process. We looked at its composition, types, how it works, and how bacterial and eukaryotic RNA polymerases are different from each other. In the next section, we will see how the synthesis of RNA takes place by the process of transcription. Transcription involves three main steps, namely initiation, elongation, and termination. We will also look at some post-transcriptional modifications and inhibitors of the transcription process. Initiation of transcription. The transfer of information from DNA to RNA requires that transcription begins at precise locations. There are multiple initiation sites for transcription along the DNA molecule in bacterial, archaeal and eukaryotic cells. Different initiation sites are needed to begin the synthesis of different classes of RNA and the synthesis of RNA for different polypeptide sequences. There are also specific sites for the termination of transcription. By examining the DNA sequence for specific transcription start and stop signals, it is possible to locate a region called an open reading frame, nucleotide sequence coding for a polypeptide. The open reading frame is equivalent to a gene. Promoter. What is DNA molecule signals where to start reading a specific gene? DNA contains specific sequence of nucleotides known as promoter regions, which RNA polymerase recognize and also that serve as signals for the initiation of transcription. The promoter region of DNA in the site here, RNA polymerase initially binds for transcription. The presence of the promoter region specifies 1. The site of transcription initiation, and 2. Which of the two DNA strands is to serve as the sense strand for the transcription in that region. The promoter region in the DNA of the bacteria have been examined to consist of about 40 nucleotides that occurs just before the message that defines the mRNA, and also contains a 7 nucleotide sequence known as a Prinbo sequence that appears to be a key part of the recognition signal. The Prinbo sequence occurs about 5 to 8 nucleotide bases upstream from the actual start of transcription. The designation upstream indicates that it is transcribed prior to later downstream nucleotides. Since the Prinbo sequence has 7 nucleotides, it overlaps the -10 position, that is a location 10 nucleotides upstream from the initial nucleotides of the gene that is transcribed. The Prinbo sequence contains a sequence of nucleotides that is the same or almost the same as TAT for many of the bacterial promoters which have been examined. This type of conserved DNA sequences is called a conserved sequence, meaning region of general agreement, that is high nucleotide sequence homology. The Prinbo consensus sequence starts at the -10 position of the DNA, counting nucleotides backward or upstream from the site of the transcription, which is 11 and excluding 0. A second consensus sequence, TTGACA, is located on the promoter at about position -35. Eukaryotic transcription factor. Transcription factors bind to DNA as specific promoter sites independently of the RNA polymerase. RNA polymerase II requires 4 transcription factors TF2A, TF2B, TF2D and TF2E. The transcription of RNA polymerase II promoters in eukaryotic cells requires the binding of TF2D, also called the TATA factor. The TATA factor is a protein transcription factor that preferentially binds to a conserved AT-rich DNA sequence called the TATA box. This conserved consensus sequence is centered about 25 nucleotides upstream from the start nucleotide and is analogous to the -10 consensus sequence in bacterial cells. In eukaryotic cells, transcription factor TF2B plays a role early in transcription initiation by RNA polymerase II. The first transcription factor TF2D binds to the Tata box of the promoter and then TF2B is added. Since RNA polymerase II synthesizes mRNA, the Tata box is an important recognition site for initiation of transcription that leads to synthesis of the proteins of the eukaryotic cells. There is a significant difference in the consensus sequence of bacterial versus archaeal and eukaryotic cells. Archaeal RNA polymerases recognize initiation sites that are very similar to those of eukaryotic cells. This is very similar to the Tata box of eukaryotic cells. In archaea, there is a second conserved element with the consensus sequence 5-ATGC is located approximately 25 base pair downstream from the Tata box. This region is the actual site of transcription initiation. Transcription is activated by the interaction of specific transcription factors with a general transcription complex that binds to the Tata box promoter elements. The sequence surrounding these Tata boxes may not contain conserved regulatory regions in bacteria. Replacement of a standard Tata box of an archaeal cell with the eukaryotic polymerase II Tata box causes a 31% reduction in transcription efficiency. These findings suggest that the mechanism of initiation of transcription in archaea is more like that of eukaryotic cells and less like transcription initiation in bacterial cells. Another similarity between archaeal and eukaryotic transcription is the finding of a transcription factor analogous to the eukaryotic transcription factor 2B in the archaeon Pyrococcus vosei. In archaeal, transcription factor includes nucleotide sequence that encodes a protein similar to TF2B of eukaryotic cells. In summary, archaeal transcription appears to be similar to eukaryotic cellular transcription. Bacterial sigma factor. The core enzyme alpha 2 beta beta dash alone cannot recognize the promoter region. The sigma factor is essential for this function. The sigma factor also plays an essential role in unwinding the DNA helix. Initial binding of the bacterial RNA polymerase core enzyme to the promoter region depends on the presence of the sigma factor. Without the sigma subunit, the RNA polymerase fails to exhibit necessary specificity for recognizing the initiation sites for transcription. The sigma factor thus ensures that RNA synthesis begins at the correct site. Complete RNA polymerase is the hollow enzyme. The RNA polymerase holoenzyme first binds to the DNA promoter at the -35 consensus sequence, forming a closed complex. The holoenzyme then shifts its binding site to the -10 Prinbo sequence. As it does so, the DNA helix is unwound to form a single stranded region and an open complex. The RNA polymerase holoenzyme is now poised to begin transcription. The first nucleotide added is usually a purine, adenosine or guanosine. After formation of about 10 phosphodiester bonds between ribonucleotides, the sigma subunit dissociates from the RNA polymerase and the remainder of the RNA molecule is synthesized or elongated by the core RNA polymerase. The sigma subunit is then free to associate with other RNA polymerase molecule, completing that molecule and establishing necessary specificity for the binding to a new transcriptional site. Bacteria actually have multiple factors, each of which is responsible for the recognition of specific promoter initiation sequences. The main factor in E. coli is sigma 70 with sigma 54, sigma 32 and sigma 28 normally present in lower concentrations. The superscript associated with each factor represents the molecular weight associated of the protein with 10 to the power -3. Under certain changes in environmental conditions, sigma 54 or 32 increase in concentration and direct the RNA polymerase to bind at the promoter consensus sequence, which are different than the Prinbo sequence. As a result of this control mechanism, regulation of the concentration of different factors in the cell leads to the specific or preferential transcription of certain genes and not others. Elongation. In the elongation process, enzyme moves with DNA and extends the growing RNA chain. As the enzyme moves, it unwinds the DNA helix to expose a new segment of the template in a single stranded condition. Nucleotide is added at the 3' end to growing RNA chain to form RNA DNA hybrid in the unbound region. Behind unbound region, the DNA template pair with its original partner to reform double helix. The RNA then emerges as a free single strand. Termination. The DNA message also contains stop signals or point where transcription ceases. More base should not be added to chain at this time. The stop regions have two-fold symmetry in base composition that allows the complementary single-stranded RNA to form base pairs and produce a hairpin loop. Some termination sites also require the presence of protein called Rho protein to ensure chain termination. When the last base is added to the RNA chain, the transcription bubble is collapsed as the RNA-DNA hybrid becomes disrupted, the DNA reform in duplex state, and RNA and enzyme both are released. The post-transcriptional modification of RNA molecules. The rRNA and tRNA in prokaryotes and all RNA in eukaryotes undergoes modification after transcription to form functional molecules. Types of modification. Cleavage of a primary transcript results in the formation of a functional molecule of rRNA and tRNA. The addition of specific nucleotides to the terminus of RNA and also produce functional molecules. In bacteria, bases can be methylated using S-adenosyl methionine as the methyl donor. Inhibitors of transcription. Actinomycin D binds to duplex DNA and prevents the DNA from acting as the template. Interaction between bases, particularly in G-rich regions. At low concentration, this inhibits transcription without producing a major effect on the replication of DNA or protein synthesis. Rifampicin is a semi-synthetic derivative of rifamycin. It binds to the beta subunit of the bacterial RNA polymerase, blocking the formation of the first phosphodiester bond in the RNA chain. It does not prevent binding of RNA polymerase to DNA or block the elongation of the chains already initiated. It does not inhibit most eukaryotic nuclear RNA polymerase and some viral enzymes. Rifampicin is used in therapy of tuberculosis. Streptolidegene. In contrast to rifampicin, streptolidegene blocks RNA elongation in prokaryotes even though site of its action also is at beta subunit of the RNA polymerase. Alpha amanitin. This is derived from the mushroom Amanita phalloides. It inhibits eukaryotic RNA polymerase 2 and 3. Polymerase 2 is associated with mRNA synthesis and polymerase 3 is involved with tRNA and 5S rRNA synthesis. Affects polymerase 2 at lower concentrations than polymerase 3, does not inhibit synthesis of nucleolar rRNA and does not affect bacterial, mitochondrial or chloroplast RNA polymerase. We have now reached the end of this lecture. Let us do a brief summary of what we have learned today in this lecture. Transcription is the process of synthesis of RNA from a DNA template. There are three different types of RNA: the messenger RNA, ribosomal RNA and transfer RNA. RNA polymerase is the key enzyme involved in RNA synthesis during transcription. It is the enzyme that synthesizes RNA from ribonucleotides and are also known as DNA dependent RNA polymerases. These enzymes can form the phosphodiester bonds between two ribonucleotides only as long as they are aligned opposite the complementary DNA template nucleotides. Requirements for the synthesis of cellular RNA include a template of double-stranded DNA, all 4 ribonucleotide triphosphates namely ATP, GTP, UTP and CTP, and magnesium or manganese ions. The process of RNA synthesis takes place through 3 different steps: initiation, elongation and termination. DNA contains specific sequences of nucleotides known as promoter regions which RNA polymerase recognize and also that serve as signals for the initiation of transcription. During the elongation process, the enzyme moves along with the DNA and extends the growing RNA chain. The DNA chain also contains stop signals or point where the transcription ceases. More bases now cannot be added onto this chain. The rRNA and tRNA in prokaryotes and all RNA in eukaryotes undergo modification after transcription process to form functional molecules. The mRNA of prokaryotes, on the other hand, is rarely modified. Transcription can be inhibited by certain agents such as actinomycin, rifampin, streptolidegene and alpha-amanitin. Thank you for watching this lecture on bacterial transcription.